However, South Africa has been added to this.
It's been 2 months since Nigeria added South Africa to the COVID red list. From business to leisure travelers, it's been a nightmare, they say. The red list announcement came with the cancellation of the only direct flight service between both countries, Air Peace, till further notice. For those who could afford alternatives, they say they were slammed with a shocking 505,000 naira entry permit fee, which covers stay for 14 days in a government-approved hotel, as well as 2 PCR tests.
Obviously, you are forced to do that because you will not get a travel certificate if you don't pay that amount of money. And the trip was fine. I mean, I went to South Africa with a different airline that was banned or that had suspended it, so I had to buy another ticket coming back.
As we were about to board at OR Tambo Airport, there was this elderly man. If I guess, I would think he would be in his late 70s. And he was denied boarding because the children could not come up with the 505,000 that they demanded.
From landing in the airport, it was a shambles. They kept us waiting for about 2 hours. We had followed procedure. Nobody knew what to do.
We got to the hotel probably about midnight, checked into the room. That's another whole kettle of fish entirely, because the hotel, my goodness, it's a filthy place. The services are terrible.
My passport was taken away from me and made to wait indefinitely, with many numbers of travelers as well. And I told them, look, I'm unaware until I wanted to board. I'm not here for the entire 7-day period you want me to quarantine. And I kept on telling them, if that is the situation and I have to go to quarantine, I would rather just go back with the airplane that brought me. And all of those were on deaf ears.
Dr. Ayokunle Akombi, a specialist family physician based in South Africa, arrived in Nigeria with his wife, Dr. Remi Akombi. His own experience made headlines on several platforms. They aborted their visit by returning to South Africa the very next day after arrival.
My hope that I think will come out of this might be the fact that government will revisit this regulation. There will always be a human face to any regulations that is being passed, and they should be able to come up with a regulation that is at least have the interest of the population at heart.
Also, in the interest of those who have paid for quarantine time, they say they expect a more organized release and refund process.
At the hotel reception when we're leaving, we actually filled a form with our bank details, and all of a sudden for the hotel to turn around to say they don't know anything about the refund. So why were they in charge of that?
When we did get to do our COVID test, we were bunched up with people in a corridor where we were very closely packed. Nobody observed social distancing whatsoever. They didn't even have masks.
Nigeria's High Commissioner to South Africa, Ambassador Mohammed Manta, says the major consideration for government is health safety.
It is the duty of every government to safeguard lives and property. If you've been following, you will know that it is not only in Nigeria that we have these protocols in place, but they are under periodic review, I assure you.
From those who cannot afford to travel to Nigeria at this time for financial constraints, to those who have put plans on hold for fear of contracting what they haven't left their bases with, based on the reported experiences of those who have made the journey, the collective hope is that the situation will change for the better soon, or the current situation will be handled much better. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.